Hey guys, this is Ricky Rod with Bombhouse Recording, and I'm here to do an update on the new Studio One patch they did about, a couple of weeks ago now. Pretty cool stuff. I went over it quickly in my last video and sort of explained my thoughts, and I wanted to give it some time. I've been tracking in it for about 3 days straight now, and I just tracked the music for a song with it. And I'm going to show you what I did here. So if we go, here's my input window. That's one thing I love about this software is this is fantastic. You can put plugins there. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's go to the output here. And you see this Z right here? That's your low latency monitor. So you need to make sure that Z is on. Okay, so let me show you my settings before I go over all the stuff. I have the block size set at 64. I actually recorded at 32, but because I'm running ScreenFlow, my computer does not like that. So I just went ahead and moved it to 64 to prevent any issues. So here's where I have my dropout protection. My latency was actually around like 2.33 is what I was recording with. So, and then here we go. Enable low latency monitoring for instruments. This is for virtual instruments too. It's really cool. So anyway, today what I did was I tracked some electric guitars and bass on this song for a good friend of mine. So you can tell here I used a tuner on this channel, guitar 1, guitar 2, and guitar 3. And on guitar 4, I went ahead and threw a delay on it. So the guitar tracks, the electric guitar tracks, were done just a microphone onto an igniter amp. Tweaker amp is what I used. Okay. Now the bass channel, the bass track, I used Ampere. Okay. This is the setting I used. It's just a basic, I don't know, I guess it's their, whatever their bass amp model is. I just pulled it up and made my own setting. I think it's an Ampeg based on an Ampeg. So anyway, as you can tell, this is all the plugins I'm running. Okay, and I actually recorded with the plugins live. Okay, and I will tell you now, the latency felt great. In fact, I think the numbers are actually better than what I'm showing. I'm running an older MacBook, not a MacBook, but a Mac Pro 12 core with a lot of RAM. And from what I understand, these computers are starting to get a little older with the software. And it ran it well. It ran it well, actually. In fact, I noticed an improvement just spending time in it, recording and moving stuff around and editing. I did find one glitch, I think. I noticed with the arranger here, it's not moving with my session. Here, we'll just move my session over here. Okay, you see it's moving. But when I click over here, say to verse 2, my cursor won't move. So I think that's a glitch because it does work here, right? You see? And it doesn't work there. Well, it is working there, but it doesn't work here. And it used to work over here. So anyway, that's a glitch I noticed. I was going to email Presonus. But anyway, let's listen to what I did real fast. Now remember, I did this with the low latency. I set it to 32 block size. And this is what I did. Let's move on to the chorus here. Okay, so that sounds great, but I can tell you now when I was tracking it, I track right in front of my monitors. I'm probably not even 4 feet away, 5 feet away from my monitors, and the latency felt fantastic. Again, it's like they did some witchcraft. I don't know what Presonus did, but it's another example of why I'm a big fan of what they do. They continually try to improve their software. But the price difference between HD, an Avid HD system, and an Apollo system is huge. So what Presonus is doing, they're doing it at a software level. You know, I'm using an HD native system. You can do this with any system. I tried it out with my Apollo, and I was getting very similar numbers on this computer. So again, I tracked the bass live with Ampere on, tracked the guitar tracks with this tuner, this lead track here. I used it, tracked it with the H delay. Let's go to that real fast. So, and it felt perfect. In fact, I could not do this in Pro Tools HD native. I could not track with plugins and the latency feel this good. I can tell you that because I track in HD native every day. But I'm telling you right now, I could not record with the low latency setting on my Pro Tools HD native system with plugins on, but in this software I can. So there you go. I do like the update. I can't wait to see what Apple's going to announce with the Mac Pros. The future's bright, I think, if Apple takes the approach they took with the new iMac. That new iMac Pro looks ridiculous. I want to see what with the iMac Pro. It looks ridiculous. I want to see what they do with the Mac Pro. Okay, so anyway, you guys have a good one. Just wanted to give you an update. I did spend a lot of time in the software. It does feel better, and the latency settings are everything that it's cracked up to be. Again, Presonus, great job on this. Everybody, have a good day.